The Gwynedd Mercy Academy High School Chorale, directed by Kathy Myers. And we're not too far from baseball now. Good evening once again, everybody. Andy Musser with Kent DeCulvey. We're going to have a ball game for you after all, over a little over 2 hours late. But the field's in pretty good condition because the infield was covered. I think balls will scoot in the outfield, but all in all, not bad playing conditions at all. Let's take a look at the Sherwin-Williams starting lineup for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Lonnie Smith leads off. He'll be followed by Jay Bell, then Andy Van Slyke, Jeff King in the cleanup spot. Orlando Merced is next, then Dave Clark, followed by Don Slaught, Carlos Garcia, and the pitcher Randy Tomlin.
And defensively for the Phillies this evening, Pete Incaviglia plays left field, Lenny Dykstra in center, Wes Chamberlain is in right field. David Hollins playing third base. Juan Bell for the second night in a row subbing for the injured Mariano Duncan at short. Mickey Morandini at second base and John Kruk at first. Darren Dalton does the catching, and on the mound, 26-year-old right-hander Tommy Green.
Tommy has not taken the field, nor have the Phillies. The lineups have been exchanged. Tommy was down in the bullpen doing his warm-ups, and the team is just about set to take the field here at Veterans Stadium. This will be the rubber game of this series because the Phillies were able to win here on Monday night 5-1 on the grand slam by Darren Dalton, and the Pirates came back last night to win 8-4. The umpires tonight: Wally Bell has the plate, Eric Gregg at first, Greg Bonin at second base, and Terry Tata, the crew chief, has third base. Pittsburgh Pirates are off tomorrow. They'll be spending the off day in Chicago. They open a series against the Cubs at Wrigley Field on Friday. The Phillies will be venturing to Music, Pennsylvania tomorrow to play their Scranton Wilkes-Barre AAA club in a game that starts at 6:30 tomorrow night. And from there, they will board a charter and head on down to Atlanta, where they've got a big series against the Braves this weekend.
I'll tell you what, if you're interested in pitching, keep your eye on that series with the Atlanta Braves this weekend. Friday, Terry Mulholland and Tommy Glavine. On Saturday, Kurt Schilling against Greg Maddux. And on Sunday, Danny Jackson and John Smoltz. There are going to be some whale of a pitching matchups in that series.
You know, of course, when you go to Atlanta, you're going to see three good ones, and of course the Phillies are bringing three good ones with them. Well, the fans waited out this 2-hour plus rain delay here at the Vet. It never really rained that hard, so it was kind of frustrating for the fans. They were hoping the game would get started. And we'll see how Tommy Green comes out now. Tommy undefeated here at Veterans Stadium, 3-0 here this year, 13-6 lifetime at the Vet. He has had problems against the Pirates in the past. He did not face Pittsburgh here at Veterans Stadium last year.
And Tommy's last start was this past Friday when he won his third game against no defeats. In that game, the Phillies beat the Cardinals 4-3, and Tommy went 7 in the third innings, giving up 3 runs on 5 hits, walking 3 and striking out 6. This season, early in the season, Tommy has the best opponent's batting average against in the National League. The league only hitting 185 against Tommy. So here's a guy who came to spring training as a question mark. How had he recovered from his arm problems of a year ago? He has answered all those questions in spades.
Tommy's first outing was in relief in the Phillies home opener, and he has been a starter ever since then, and he's done a whale of a job. Tommy's lifetime record, 23 wins and 15 defeats. Well, Teak, let's take a look at what are your keys to the game tonight.
Well, first of all, the Phillies have to get back to playing that sound defense. Last night, a bad game defensively for them, and led to quite a few of the Pirate runs that were scored, a big factor in the ball game. You want to try to get to the Pirates bullpen as early as possible. Jim Leland a little short on the right side tonight. Blas Minor is not with the club. He is back at home taking care of some personal business. So the Pirates only have 2 right-handers in their bullpen, and with Tomlin a left-handed starter, the natural first move would be to a right-hander. Both of those right-handers performed in last night's ball game, so Jim Leland a little short in his bullpen tonight. Also, you want to stay away from the slick spots. Slick being Andy Van Slyke, the veteran player in the middle of the lineup, and Andy is the guy who really makes this Pirate offense go. Try to avoid as often as possible having him in a situation where he can drive in key runs against you.
All right, Teak, and Slick has been hot, 8-game hitting streak, and in this series he is 3-4-7. We are set to go here at Veterans Stadium. About an hour and 10-15 minutes late. Lonnie Smith to lead it off, batting at .264. Lonnie 0 for his last 10, starting his second game in the series. Check swing, knocked down by Tommy Green, recovers and gets Lonnie Smith. One pitch and one out. Official rain delay 2 hours 13 minutes here at the outset. And Jay Bell stands in, hitting at .309. 1 homer, 9 runs batted in for the Pirates shortstop. Fastball is up. The game time temperature tonight 65 degrees. That is 19 degrees lower than last night's game time temperature. Got a drastic change in the weather. 2 balls and no strikes on Jay Bell. He sacrificed in the ball game last night. It led to a run, and he has 5 sacrifices this year, and 4 of the times he's done it, it has led to a run. Tommy gets one by him. 2-1.
During his career, there's really only 2 players in this Pirate lineup that have given Tommy a little bit of trouble. Andy Van Slyke hitting .313 off of him career, and that doesn't surprise anybody.
To right field, and Chamberlain, who had a tough time out there last night, gets a play right away here and makes it. 2 outs.
And the other player on this Pirate roster that has had some success against Tommy is Jeff King, the number 4 hitter. He's 2 for 6, hitting .333. Jay Bell gets that fastball away and just slams in left field. Wes, right in his tracks, didn't have to move at all.
Here's Slick. Talked about his hitting streak. 8 straight, and he is now batting for a higher average off left-handers than right-handers. He hits .297 off the righties, but .314 off the lefties. A couple of years ago, he couldn't buy a hit off a left-hander.
Yeah, there was talk in Pittsburgh a few years ago about even getting to the situation where Andy would be platooned because he had so much trouble with left-handed pitching.
Shallow center, late start by Dykstra, but he comes on and Lenny makes the play. So down go the Pirates, 1-2-3. A scoreless ball game. Phillies coming up for their first at bat in just a moment.
What is a mountain man's natural environment? Let's explore. A mountain man enjoys peaceful surroundings. A place where gentle winds blow. And the beauty of nature is all about. Only here does the mountain man find true happiness. With a smooth bush beer or an easy drinking bush light. So head for the mountains and find out how the true mountain man can make any environment a more natural one.
When my doctor said to start exercising, I knew I wasn't 25 anymore. But that's when I called Bill, my nationwide insurance agent.
Jim had some questions, so we did a nationwide care review. We talked about his financial plan, life insurance, disability coverage, even retirement.
Yeah, we covered everything.
It turns out Jim was okay just the way he was.
Insurance-wise, right?
Right.
The care review from Nationwide, because things change.
Nationwide is on your side.
And the Phillies, Sherwin-Williams starting lineup. Lenny Dykstra, followed by Mickey Morandini, John Kruk, Dave Hollins, Darren Dalton, Wes Chamberlain, Pete Incaviglia, Juan Bell, and pitcher Tommy Green.
And defensively for Jim Leland's Pirates, Lonnie Smith is in left field, Andy Van Slyke in center, Dave Clark in right. Jeff King plays third base, Jay Bell at shortstop, Carlos Garcia at second, and Orlando Merced at first. Don Slott doing the catching tonight for 5'10", 170-pound left-hander Randy Tomlin. Tomlin throws the basic 4 pitches. He throws a fastball that he cuts and sinks. He also has a curveball, slider, and a changeup that he calls a Vulcan change. Now, a normal split finger pitch is held between the index and middle fingers. Tomlin throws his holding it between the middle finger and the ring finger, the sign like you would see on Star Trek, the old Vulcan sign. He stuffs the ball in there, and that's the way he throws his changeup. To be effective, he has to be around the strike zone, keep changing speeds and moving the ball in and out.
Lenny Dykstra, the leadoff hitter. Lenny at .233. Pitch on the way to him, and he pops up, foul back out of play. Lenny among the league leaders in runs scored, but he has scored only once in the last 7 games. So Lenny looking for a chance to pick up the pace. But he has scored 24 times. That is 4th in the league. He's been walking a lot. Lenny has played every inning of every game this year. Only 2 Phillies can say that. The other being Dave Hollins. Lenny not hitting up to par against left-handers this year, though. But he has had some luck off Tomlin. Here he sounds like a broken bat. Fly ball to right field, not deep, and Clark is there. Lenny is retired, and that didn't sound very good.
No, that bat will not be used the rest of the evening or the rest of the series. That one will go in the wood pile for this winter.
Tomlin gets the first out. Lenny flies to right field, and here's Morandini. Mickey at 202 with a homer and 4 runs batted in. Mickey is batting higher off left-handers than right-handers. It's not very dramatic, 219 to 195, but it's interesting because there were those who said that Mickey would never be able to hit left-handers either. Tomlin gets a breaking ball by him.
In fact, last year Morandini was a platoon player with Mariano Duncan at second base. Batted very infrequently against the left-handers. Jim Fregosi this year going into spring training said that he was going to have Morandini playing every day. He has not played every day, but he has played a lot more against left-handed pitching this year than he has in the past.
Lately, when there's been a left-hander, Mickey has been dropped down to the 8th spot with Duncan moving up. But since Dunk's not in there tonight, Mickey just goes ahead and stays in this number 2 hole with Juan Bell batting 8th. First time we've seen this particular lineup against a left-handed starter. 1-2 on it. Tomlin lost a tough one last time out. Friday he pitched against Montreal and lost it 1-0. He gets Morandini. Gets another breaking ball by him. 2 up and 2 down.
We talked about Tomlin having to move the ball in and out the pitch before. A fastball on his hands, comes back with a slow breaking ball down and away. Mickey, I think, conscious of the fact that he had that fastball the last time on his hands, was way out in front of the breaking ball.
So now Tomlin goes against John Kruk, batting at 327. Kruk with 5 homers, 18 runs batted in. Same pitch on which he just got Morandini, but he misses outside. Kruk's hit Tomlin 400 in his career, 8 for 20, including a home run. Slot can't get that one. Tomlin made his major league debut right here at Veterans Stadium August 6th of 1990. A complete game 5-hitter in a doubleheader. Beat the Phillies 10-1. Lost his shutout in the 9th inning. He hit Kruk, by the way, with a pitch. The first major leaguer to hit Kruk with a pitch. That happened on August 21st of 91. Kruk had had 2,681 plate appearances when Tomlin became the first pitcher to nail him. John's been hit once in the interim, and that was by Wally Whitehurst. 3-0 light. Base hit for Kruk. John swings 3-0 and lines a single to left. Kruk coming off a 3-hit game last night.
A lot of hitters, when they have the 3-0 light, are going to look for something they can pull and hit for power. Kruk, this ball down, just goes ahead and slaps it into left field. Doesn't try to do too much with it, and that's why John Kruk hits for the average that he does. Very disciplined at the plate, and when he has the green light 3-0, not always looking for a pitch to hit out of the ballpark, but maybe one he can send up the gap and hit a 2-out double. This time he just gets a single to left.
In steps Dave Hollins, team leader in runs batted in with 24 of them. Outside, ball 1. Hollins at 298. His average has been on the rise. Hollins with 3 homers in his last 7 ball games. And 4 of his 5 home runs have gone to the opposite field, as did one here last night. In fact, his home run here last night caught the foul screen. That one's hit well to right field. Back goes Clark. He's got enough room for this one, unfortunately. Down go the Phillies. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left on base. So at the end of an inning tonight, it's 0-0.
Upper Deck asked a few average card collectors whose cards they collect.
I collect Steve Young. I collect endorsements.
I collect back doctors and surgeons.
Rings. I collect fines.
I just collect fishing lures. The musky dingbat.
Dingbat.
I have a 56 powder blue Chevy. Powder blue? A Ferrari. I collect Reggie. Rolls Royce.
Reggie.
Really?
Not.
Yeah. The smooth. Original interior, original carpet, drives like a dream.
Do you want your car done right?
If you want your car done right, it has to be done by the right people.
We take care of our customers. We do the job right.
Quality all the way.
Experience counts.
The customer comes first.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
We're only as good as our people. That's why Jiffy Lube is America's favorite oil change.
We got experience at Jiffy Lube.
Make a note to make history when the Colorado Rockies come to town for the first time. Friday, June 4th, Saturday, June 5th, and get a big beach towel free 1:35 Sunday afternoon, June 6th. Then it's the Astros, June 7th, 8th, and 9th. Order your tickets in advance. Call 463-1000.
Scoreless as we go to the second. Cento Italian Food Products rooting for the Phillies again this year, and for every Phillies home run, Cento will donate $200 to the Philadelphia Child Guidance Clinic. Nutritional information can be found on all Cento labels. Tommy Green got him 1-2-3 in the first, so he goes against King, Merced, and Clark here in the second inning for Pittsburgh. Interesting note on the Pirates sheet tonight, Teak, that when the Pirates score less than 4 runs, they are 0-10.
Well, the Pirates do not have an overpowering pitcher on their pitching staff. Most of their guys are just guys that try to finesse their way through a ball game and control the ball game, keeping their club close. They don't have the overpowering pitchers like a Terry Mulholland, a Tommy Green, Kurt Schilling that go out there and shut an opposition down. They're more damage control type pitching staff.
You'd think somewhere along the line, though, they'd have won a 2-1 ball game, but not the case.
Has not happened so far this year for the Pirates.
Pirates really counting on King. They felt his emergence coming last year, and that's why they traded Buechele to the Cubs. Look at that fastball. Tommy Green sure didn't lose anything during that two-hour layoff, did he?
He got a little giddy up on that one right there.
My.
That's your classic high hard one.
I'd like to see the gun reading on that. We don't have any scouts with any guns behind the plate tonight. Strikeout for Tommy, his first.
So that big high hard fastball and follows it back with a very sharp breaking ball down and away. There aren't too many hitters in the league that can adjust to that combination of pitches. Jeff King not able to do so in this instance.
In steps Orlando Merced. Orlando having an outstanding year. He is second in the league in on base percentage, a .462 on base mark. That batting average that you see, 364, is the 5th top average in the league. On the corner, a called strike. It's 0-2 on Merced.
And Tommy Green has come out smoking.
This is Merced's favorite side of the plate. And last night we saw him bat left-handed against Mark Davis. Struck him out. Back-to-back Ks for T. Green.
There's not a whole lot of finesse in Tommy Green right now. He's got that good fastball going, and he is just plain leaning back and painting the outside corner with it. 3 in a row down and away to Merced. Whew.
Bases empty, 2 out. Here's the left-handed batting Dave Clark playing in right field for Pittsburgh this evening. Clark hitting .229, 1 run batted in. A little bit low. Dave Clark, previously with the Chicago Cubs in the National League. He also played for Cleveland. Misses high. Clark is now 30 years of age. He was Cleveland's #1 draft choice in 1983. Was the 11th player taken that year. play. Couldn't get around on that one. It's 2 balls and a strike on Dave Clark. Phillies pitching staff leads the National League in strikeouts, 220 with the 2 by Tommy tonight. They also have given up the lowest batting average to opponents. It's 234 for the staff. And the Phillies total of 14 saves, 13 of which belong to Mitch, also lead the National League. Line drive left field. That's a base hit. Dave Clark gets the Pirates' first hit of the night. A 2-out single. And that'll bring to the plate Don Slaught. Well, Phillies fans, if you don't have Prism, you're missing the first place Phillies, and you won't be able to see anywhere else on TV. Right now is a great time to get Prism. Call 1-800-CABLE-ME right now, because participating cable systems are offering $4.95 installation, a free upgrade, plus 2 free Phillies tickets. So call 1-800-CABLE-ME and get Prism today. Don Slaught, 337 is the catcher's average. No homers, 10 runs batted in. He had the night off last night. Prince was behind the plate. Tommy Green now pitching out of the stretch for the first time. They call him Sluggo. Is he that good a hitter, Teak?
He has been this year, hitting .337. Pirates let Mike LaValliere go, giving Slaught the everyday duties. They had platooned for the last couple of years. LaValliere is now hooked on, and I believe he's still in the minor league system with the White Sox right now, and just trying to get himself back into playing shape.
.217 in May for Slaught. He was the catcher the other day in Pittsburgh when Greg Maddux of the Braves, trying to score, hurdled him at the plate, and then they got into a juking match going back. You saw that play, didn't you?
Yes, I did. That was one of the most interesting plays I think I've seen in my life. Maddux, Slaught went to make a tag at the plate. Maddux jumps over the top of his glove and ends up on the first base dugout side on the edge of the dirt. Faked left, went right, and dove around Slaught back into home plate. I don't think I've ever seen a play like that at home plate, but Slaught bit for the first fake, and Maddux was able to scramble around him and score a run.
Slaught said later what he should have done was just go back to the plate and wait for him.
He has to come back, go back to the plate, sit on it, cover it up, and he eventually has to come back to you. Of course, that's always easier to think of those kind of things in hindsight. When you're in the heat of the moment, you want to go chase that guy and get him out as quick as you can.
Next time. He'll remember next time. Clark has not stolen a base. Slaught gets jammed. It's a 2-2 count. That's an interesting case, though. You know, I think fans sometimes wonder why umpires don't make a signal, I should say, and they don't make a signal because the play has not been completed.
That's right. You can't call the guy safe because he has not touched home plate, but you can't call him out because he has not been tagged out. So the play is still alive. At that point in time, there was another runner on base, so he's able to advance also while all this is going on.
It is one of baseball's more interesting plays because if the runner goes into the dugout, he's still allowed to come back out and touch the plate. But the rule there is that he must come out on a straight line from wherever it is that he winds up in the dugout, and he can go only 3 feet on either side of that line. Now that's a tough judgment call on the part of any umpire to see that a player adheres to that. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball, shallow center. Morandini back and calls it. Mickey stays with it for the final out. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. We move to the bottom of the second. It's 0-0.
I never noticed it growing up, but my parents were kind of old. But they were cool, because whenever us kids got bored, they'd do anything to entertain us. Gee, if we only had Prism, Pop wouldn't have to walk with that limp.
Love great entertainment? Then look to Prism for over 100 different movies a month. Hits like Lethal Weapon 3 and Batman Returns. To order Prism, dial 1-800-CABLE-ME. Call now and get $4.95 installation or a free upgrade plus 2 free Phillies tickets.
You wouldn't believe the stuff Mom would do when we were really bored.
An assistant bank manager, a real go-getter. But tonight, she's Sally Camp, pizza delivery girl.
You see, Sally thinks she has to drive to get great pizza. It's like she's working for the local pizzeria. Come on, Sally. Wake up and smell the mozzarella. Call Pizza Hut Delivery for delicious piping hot pizza. And right now, get a large Neapolitan pizza for $6.99 or 2 for $10.99. Hey, Sal, get off the road and phone it in. Why pick up? Pizza Hut delivers.
Hi, I'm Mickey Morandini of the Phillies. When I make the plays at second base, I depend on my Rawlings glove. It's a choice of the pros. At Gold Medal Sporting Goods, you'll find a great selection of Rawlings gloves, balls, and equipment. Plus, Gold Medal is the official retail outlets of the Phillies. So team up with Rawlings and me at any one of the Gold Medal Sporting Goods stores in the Delaware Valley, where you'll find the best service, selection, and prices around.
Well, it's Phillies Dream Week time again. Your chance to live, learn, laugh, and play with the pros this February in Clearwater, Florida. Just imagine Johnstone, Lazinski, Taylor, myself, Larry Boa, you for one whole week. You can keep hearing about it, so make your plans right now. For more information, call 215-938-1200. That's 215-938-1200 for more information about Dream Week.
0-0, bottom of the second at Veterans Stadium and a rain delay. You're watching this live, all right. This is not a tape you're watching. We just got a late start tonight. Here's Darren Dalton leading the league with 31 bases on balls. He's been walked more frequently than has Barry Bonds. Darren leads the club with 7 home runs. That's 4th in the league. Starting to pick up the pace too lately. Over the last 5 games, he's been hitting at a .353 clip. Dalton is 2 out of 6, his career mark off Tomlin. Tomlin stays away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Teak, is it true that when he pitched that first career game against the Phillies that was just kind of an emergency start and they expected to send him back to the minors?
Yeah, the Pirates were in a bind and brought Tomlin up from their AA farm club, which at that time was in Harrisburg. Came over here with the intention of just having him pitch 1 ball game and send him back. And as you mentioned, he put that shutout, took the shutout into the 9th inning. They looked at him and said, well, maybe we'll give him 1 more start. And he's been here ever since.
1 more led to 1 more. Here he K's Dalton. Well, there's a lot of drop to that pitch.
Slow breaking ball down in the zone.
Second strikeout, and now Chamberlain sees what he can do with him. West 277 with a pair of homers and 9 runs batted in. Chamberlain has already faced Tomlin a dozen times, 3 hits. They're not looking for West to bunt. King is back about as far as a third baseman can get. Look at King. West might get a double out of a bunt. Fouled it off his foot. No balls and 2 strikes on West.
Breaking ball down and in. Oh. Tomlin hits it right off his shin.
Yeah, that was up above.
May want to look the next time when Chamberlain comes up. He may have one of those little shin guards on there. Protect that area. You don't want to hit that spot twice in the same night, that's for sure.
Lays off at 1-2. Fouled away. The Phillies are 7-1 in games where the opposition has started a left-hander. The only exception, of course, being last night. Dave Otto started the game for Pittsburgh. He didn't get the win, but the Pirates won that game. Whoa. Inside on West, it's 2-2. I guess Tomlin has to do that now and then if he's going to work the outside the way he does.
Yeah, Tomlin has to work both sides of the plate and has to keep moving the ball in and out. If he stays in one area, you know, the hitters will be able to adjust and go lean into that area. So he has to pitch both inside and outside.
On the ground, and King was in the right spot. He's got a nice arm. He shows it off here as he throws out Chamberlain. That was a fine play by King. 2 outs.
Now, the only problem you have when you play all the way back, as King was playing right there, is you have to have the strong arm to be able to get the ball across the infield. That puts about an extra 20 feet on a normal third baseman's throw. Jeff King does have that kind of arm. Also, Dave Hollins has that type of arm to be able to play back. Some third basemen in the National League do not have the ability to play that deep.
Here's the guy you were talking about in our opening, if anybody was watching 2.5 hours ago. We were talking about the fact that Incaviglia is 6 for 9 in his career off Tomlin. He wails on Randy Tomlin. Starts him with a breaker inside. Happy birthday to Barbara Monty of Levittown, Pennsylvania, celebrating today. Last year, Incaviglia batted .350 off Pittsburgh pitching. Here's a ground ball to Jay Bell. And 1, 2, 3 go the Phillies in the second. So after 2 innings of play, Pirates and Phillies 0-0.
You've seen it before. The ones who run with the herd, and the one who always seems to run alone. You don't see him often enough, though.
May I help you, sir?
Yeah, I'll have a Coca-Cola.
You sure you want a Coke?
Yeah, I want a Coke.
Okay, pal.
Why did you order a Coke? It tastes good.
Didn't care if it was a Coke. You just want a
I'll just have a cola. I'll just have a cola. I'll just have a cola.
Something to drink, sir?
I'll just have a...
You'll just have a...
I'll just have a Coke.
Ooh.
You hear that, guys? A Coca-Cola. See ya, pal. Oh.
Did you know Texaco puts System 3 in every grade of gasoline?
System 3 gets high marks in every grade, which is a lot better than I ever did.
My dad says Texaco puts System 3 in every grade. I'm in the 4th grade.
Of course. That's why I always fill up with System 3. What do I look like? Don't say it.
Visit your Texaco station.
I can get the tires rotated, the car lubed, and still get home in time for the game.
Mow the lawn.
For unbeatable System 3 gasolines and so much more.
Mow the lawn.
Mow the lawn.
Friday, May 21st at 7:35, the Phillies play the Montreal Expos, and you can win an instant vacation. Compliments of Rosenbluth Travel and guest quarters, no purchase necessary. For more information and to reserve your tickets, call 463-1000.
Instant vacation night coming up. Trips are compliments of Rosenbluth International, guest quarters in U.S. Air, no purchase necessary to win. Just report to the stadium truck ramp between gates G and H at 6 o'clock. Trips are for 2, must be 18 years of age or older. 463-1000, the number to call. 0-0 game. Pirates in the third. Carlos Garcia, the leadoff hitter, and he popped him up shallow right. Morandini got the best shot, and a nice play by Mickey. He's getting so good at that. 3 players were converging, but Mickey was the only one with a true chance, and he got it.
Long run for Morandini. A tough play for Kruk because it's directly over his head, too far away for Chamberlain, but Mickey able to cut down the ground and get there. See Mickey making the call right there. Takes a quick glance to make sure that Kruk is out of the way. Catches the ball nicely just as he goes onto the warning track down in that right field corner.
You check his mouth. He was doing his Michael Jordan impression the whole way over there. The pitcher Tomlin swings and misses strike 1. Tomlin batting at 182. He has 2 hits this year, 2 for 11. And a 144 lifetime hitter. Strike. Tommy has not fooled around with these hitters tonight. He's been coming right at them. One and 2. Tomlin gets a little wood on it. Tommy Green, in his heart of hearts, probably would just as soon this game been rained out and then he would pitch against the Braves, the team that he loves to pitch against. I think Jim Fregosi just as happy that he's not pitching against the Braves. Jim feels that sometimes Tommy gets too pumped up to pitch against them. Dykstra was positioned correctly, and Lenny is able to come in and make that catch easily for the second out. 2 away in the Pirate third, and Lonnie Smith will be the batter.
Smith takes a little time here to let Tomlin get back to the dugout. The other part of that thing is not only would Jimmy rather not have Tommy pitch against the Braves because he gets over pumped, but also the fact that if Tommy, with the exhibition game tomorrow, if Tommy backs up 2 days, that pushes the entire staff back 2 days. So much better that Tommy's out here, get his work in tonight, keep everybody else on their regular schedule so that the starting staff that has been functioning so well can just stay with their routine, pitch on their normal rest.
Lonnie Smith, he has been amazing the way he has been able to just go to one World Series after another. He's been on 4 different World Series teams, the only player in Major League history ever to do that. Lonnie not hitting the ball right now. He's 0 for his last 11. Happy birthday to Anthony Andruzzi from Tullytown, Pennsylvania. How many 0-2 counts has Green had tonight? Quite a few.
Well, he's not messing around, and rightfully so. When you've got a fastball and you're throwing it the way Tommy's throwing it right now, use it in the strike zone and throw as few pitches as possible. Keep as much of that strength in your arm as you can for the rest of the evening.
Swing and a miss, his 3rd strikeout. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. Pirates go in order, so we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning, still looking for a run.
Baseball. Phillies baseball. Dykstra, Dalton, Hollins, Kruk. The home team. The home field. Comedy. Fatal Passion. Material Girls. True Love. Paths to Freedom. The best movie of the year. Home Team Sports. Great movies. Prism. One channel. 1 month. 1 call. Make it now.
On completing the rear axle, C diagrams have using a 9-inch gripping wrench. Tighten the C diagrams have secured the frame extenders to the housing mount. Congratulations, you built a tricycle. While the simplest things can be made complex, the challenge is making the complex simple. But that's what we do at Bell Atlantic Mobile, with straight answers, clear explanations, and with no assembly required. Bell Atlantic Mobile, advanced technology and people who make it mean something.
What's new with mobile? Let's take a look.
Introducing new Mobile Super Plus detergent gasoline. It still cleans fuel injectors and intake valves.
Now it helps keep the very heart of your engine cleaner. Down here, the cylinders and pistons.
So come down to the Big Red O and drive your engine clean with new Mobile Super Plus, the detergent gasoline.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Smooth Bush Beer and easy drinking Bush Light. Head for the mountains of Bush. By your local Dodge dealers, come in today because we know how to help. And by Pizza Hut Delivery. Call now and have your pizza delivered by the 6th inning. Andy Musser with Kent DeColvey at the vet. A rain-delayed ball game is scoreless as we go to the bottom of the 3rd, and Juan Bell leads it off for the Phillies. Mariano Duncan still sidelined by a slight hamstring pull, but good chance that he'll be back in the lineup Friday night when the Phillies meet Atlanta in Atlanta. Meantime, Juan Bell here at the vet is batting .320 this year. If he could have all of his bats here at home, he might have something.
Yeah. Well, you have designated players to hit against right-handers and left-handers. Why can't you have a home and away player?
Why not? Tomlin misses with a breaking ball. 2-1. And a good hitter on deck, we might add, in Tommy Green. Tommy has only 1 hit this year. Somebody's going to pay. 2-2 on Juan.
You mentioned Juan playing again tonight for Mariano Duncan. Duncan probably could have played tonight, but with the off day tomorrow for the exhibition game, Jim Fregosi taking the opportunity to give him 2 more days off and make sure that hamstring is completely healed before he sits him back in the lineup.
Mariano taking in the action tonight. Boy, was he ever a popular man after that game here on Sunday and his grand slam home run. He was ecstatic afterward. Still 2-2. A friend of mine is here at the game tonight, Randy Kraft, and he's here with his fiancee, Tina Mixis. And her father is Eddie Mixus, one-time big league ball player with the Dodgers. Slapped on the ground to King. Jeff's got another one. And he gets Bell. One away in the third. So far, the Phillies have hit just 3 balls to the outfield. 2 were caught, and Crook single. Tommy Green, 1 for 13, but a 200 lifetime hitter with 2 major league home runs, and he hit both his homers off left-handers, so look out. In fact, one of the lefties that he connected off, Brian Barnes, is a similar type pitcher to Tomlin in many ways. I'm trying the reverse black cat, Teak.
Okay.
Smash to center field. Van Slyke, it stays up for him. Tommy hit it too hard. He lines to Slick. And that's the second out. Equipment bag day, Sunday, May 23rd. Phillies play the Expos that day. These are full-size equipment bags in red with blue handles and the Phillies logo for all children 14 and under. Compliments of Super Pretzel. The number to call for your tickets, 463-1000. You may also phone your local Ticketmaster location. Dykstra 0 for 1, fly ball to right field. Lenny at 231 on the recent road trip looked like he started to get the stroke going, and then he didn't get any hits in that last game at San Francisco, and he's kind of tailed off again since. Look out, Tomlin pushes him back. As we said, that's something Tomlin must do.
In fact, in Tomlin's last start, he hit 3 batters trying to establish the inside part of the plate. Was a little bit wild inside. Lenny pulls the arm back just in time here.
That's high, ball 3, 3-0. Tomlin doesn't walk many. In his career, he's walked only 2.05 per 9 innings. Last year, he was even better, 1.81 per 9 innings, 5th best in the league. Strike, 3-1.
Lenny, a frustrated hitter right now. He's been complaining for about the last week that every time he hits the ball hard, he hits it right at somebody. And, you know, he knows that you go through streaks like that, but whether you understand it or not, it still becomes very frustrating.
Strike 2.
You're doing everything that you want to do at the plate. You're hitting the ball hard. You're seeing it well. But every time you hit a line drive, somebody seems to be standing in front of you. And when you look out in the field, it looks like there's about 25 defensive players out there, all with real big gloves.
The 3-2 pitch. Lenny might have swung at ball 4 there, but he fouls it back out of play. Your eye becomes a little less discriminating when the count is full.
When the count is full, and the fact that you've got a Randy Tomlin on the mound who, you know, in your mind, you know that he throws the ball over the plate, so you're prepared to swing rather than to make sure that the ball is in the strike zone. And with a 3-2 count, you can't afford to take anything close.
Ball 4. Tomlin walks his first. Lenny among the league leaders in walks. That's his 22nd base on balls. Phillies have a runner with 2 outs. The second runner for the Phillies. They have both come with 2 outs. And Morandini bats. Lenny has stolen 8 bases in 11 tries. Morandini struck out first at bat. There he goes. They caught him leaving early. Merced's throw is in time to get him. Jay Bell puts the tag on, and Lenny is out stealing for the 4th time. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. We've completed 3 in a scoreless game.
What makes a mountain man a mountain man? Let's find out. Must a mountain man be a...
Long shot to the podium.
And you will not be leading off the next inning.
Yeah, really, which he is. Speaking of Jay Bell, flight out to right field. We're scoreless as we move to the 4th inning. This game, we waited 2 hours and 13 minutes to start it, but since we have started, it's gone along at a very speedy pace. mainly because of the way Tommy Green is pitching. TG with 3 strikeouts, no walks. Each pitcher has given up just 1 hit. Time called. Bell, Van Slyke, and King in the Pirate 4th. Our next Sports Channel game will be 1 week from tonight, and the Phillies will be playing the Florida Marlins in Fort Lauderdale next Wednesday. We'll have it for you at 7:30 from Joe Robbie Stadium.
That will be my first trip ever to Joe Robbie. I've never been there.
Well, the Phillies, we were there for an exhibition game at the tail end of spring training last year, an exhibition game that was never played because it rained all day, but we did get at least a peek at the ballpark the way they laid it out. Although they've done a better job this year. That was a game, incidentally, between the Phillies and the Pirates, as I recall. But it never was played or even started. In the air to center and hit well by Bell. Dykstra back on the run. Can't get it. It's in play. Lenny is down. Bell's going to get to third base. That was almost an inside the Parker. Lenny picks himself up. Hope he's all right. It's a triple for Jay Bell.
Lenny appears to be all right. The crowd reacts. Jay Bell gets a fastball up and out over the plate, actually out of the strike zone. Lenny playing Bell around to right center has a long way to go. Just now feels the warning track. The ball just goes off the side of his glove, and he runs that shoulder right into the wall. Thank goodness for that padding that they have on the wall here at the vet. Lenny completely extended and just plows right into that wall. I believe if there had been no outs, Rich Donnelly may have tried to send Jay Bell all the way around, but with nobody out, takes the cautious way out and holds him at third base.
You mean with 2 outs he would have sent him?
With 1 out, I think he would have sent him.
Oh, okay. The batter now is Van Slyke. Phillies keep the infield back. That's Bell's 3rd triple this year. Slick is 0 for 1 tonight. Fly to center field. If he hits that same ball here, it's going to be a sacrifice fly. Two balls and no strikes. Van Slyke in the series, 3 hits and 8 at bats. And a pretty trusty guy with runners in scoring position. Well, that'll get the run in. Dykstra's over to play it. Makes the catch. Bell comes home, and the Pirates lead 1-0. 23rd run batted in for Van Slyke. He leads the Pirates. One out.
Tommy, for one of those rare occasions tonight, fell behind Van Slyke. 2 balls and no strikes. Had to give him a fastball up in the strike zone a little bit that he could handle. Van Slyke not trying to do too much with it, just wanted to make sure he got it up in the air, get that first run on the board for the Pirates.
Jeff King struck out first time around. One of your keys tonight, Teak, was to keep Slick out of slick ball situations. Phillies couldn't manage to do it.
No, not in that situation.
This is the part of the lineup where Green had consecutive strikeouts first time through when he got King and Merced back to back. Hard hit and a base hit. King singles, and on the wet turf it gets through. It'll be a double for King, probably on a dry night here. That would have been cut off by Incaviglia, but it just skids on the wet surface here, and King has himself a double.
First time around, Tommy Green got Jeff King on a breaking ball out of the strike zone. This time the breaking ball is in the middle of the plate a little bit more. King hits it right on the button, and as you mentioned, with that turf being wet, the ball just kind of hydroplanes across. It takes those big long skips. Inky not able to get over and cut it off, so King ends up on second with a 2-base hit.
And now Merced steps in. He struck out last time around. We're in the 4th inning, and it's 1-0 Pittsburgh. Merced takes a pitch high.
When turf is wet like that, the outfielders have to be conscious of that. Not so much that you can do anything on a play like that, because that ball is just going to skid by you into the gap, but line drives in front of you are going to skip and get on you a lot quicker than they would on a dry field. So you have to be prepared and have your hands ready to catch that ball when it gets to you.
Looked like that hit Dalton in the mask. Darren, by the way, catching with a sore thumb. He's using a little smaller mitt than he'd been using before because his 2 regular mitts are on the mend right now. So he's using this one that he's just really breaking in. And he said, you know, you try to catch the ball on a spot where it doesn't hurt that thumb. And he said, you can't do that. You know, you're used to catching a ball one way, and you can't avoid that spot in the glove.
Yeah, with Tommy Green throwing as hard as he does, and most of the Philly pitchers as hard as they throw, very difficult to catch the ball anywhere except in the center of the glove.
Morandini has the play here. Merced is out, and King advances to third base. There are 2 down.
Ideally, you would like to catch that ball up in the web part of the glove and keep it off of your thumb, but you know that's toward the end of the glove, and you're taking a real chance that the ball darts a little bit, that it's going to be off the end of your glove and go to the backstop. So you pretty much have to try to catch it in the middle of the glove and take the beating that your hand's going to get.
Dave Clark, 1 for 1. He singled to left field first time up. Missed a little bit. This is a matter of damage control here for Green. He's given up 1 run. Doesn't want to give up this second run. Good pitch. 1-1. At third base, the runner is King. Low and in, 2 balls and a strike. You have to remember back to the Phillies acquiring Tommy Green. He was the other player in the Dale Murphy trade. And you know, Tommy from the pitcher rich Braves.
Pretty decent throw in right there.
Boy, he's done a terrific job. Fly ball, center field. Dykstra will play it. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 man left on base, and we go to the last of the 4th. 1-0 Pirates.
Major League Baseball home video presents.
We're back.
Now it can be heard, the sounds of baseball. This is the baseball video that puts you on the field to hear the game as never before.
Base hit, we gotta take the lead right here. Take the lead. First inning.
You're gonna put him in jail.
I'm not gonna put him in jail.
Right in the batter's box.
What do you think, you're making it up?
He's not making it up.
The guy standing in front of the base. Tommy, wait a minute.
Host Tommy Lasorda takes you behind the closed doors to reveal the secret strategy in team meetings and some Major League Clubhouse practical jokes. Plus, candid moments with today's superstars. Now it can be heard.
Yeah.
Do you want to order?
Yeah.
Well, to order, send check or money order to this address. Or use your credit card and call 1-800-255-9200. That's 1-800-255-9200.
Upper Deck asked a few average card collectors whose cards they collect.
I collect Steve Young.
I collect endorsements.
I collect back doctors, surgeons.
Rings.
I collect fines.
I just collect fishing lures. The musky dingbat.
Dingbat.
I have a 56 powder blue Chevy.
Powder blue.
A Ferrari.
I collect Reggie.
Rolls Royce.
Reggie.
Really?
Not.
Yeah. The smooth. Original interior, original carpet, drives like a dream.
Friday, May 21st at 7:35, the Phillies play the Montreal Expos, and you can win an instant vacation. Compliments of Rosenbluth Travel and guest quarters, no purchase necessary. For more information and to reserve your tickets, call 463-1000.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form or otherwise used without the express written consent of the Phillies. 1-0 Pittsburgh. Morandini was at the plate when Lenny Dykstra got caught stealing to win last inning, so Mickey starts over, slaps a foul. Mickey struck out his first time up there. Phillies held to 1 hit so far, a single by John Kruk, who will bat next. We waited out a long rain delay tonight, but since we started the ball game, it has been clear here at the vet, and I think we're probably out of trouble now. This will be the kiss of death to say this, but because the air is cooler, I think the rain has gone through. I believe the front has passed us.
Thank you, Mr. Meteorologist.
Well, hey, listen, if Andy Van Slyke can do it, why can't Andy Musser do it? We were in Pittsburgh when he did that. It was a Saturday night. I remember we did the ball game. I came back to the hotel, flipped on the TV in my room, and there was the weatherman.
Yeah.
KDKA, I think.
Right. Most see Morandini swinging and missing right here. Slot making the throw to first base.
Mickey didn't run. I guess he thought the ball was caught, but the official putout will be at first base.
Getting back to Van Slyke, you know, most ball players when they go home at night turn on the sports and watch that on TV. Andy goes back. His favorite thing to do is watch the Weather Channel. He goes back and says his wife drives you crazy. He says all night long all you do is get weather here, there, and everywhere.
Must be awfully well informed about the weather.
We should ask him about tonight when it was in his stop. He would have known.
John Kruk frozen as Tomlin that time came sweeping sidearm almost. Looked like he was pitching from first base. Kruk has the only hit for the Phillies, a single to left, and there's another liner to left and another hit. Lonnie Smith played it the proper way, because had Lonnie tried full out to catch that, it would have gone to the corner had he missed. John Kruk 2 for 2.
Twice tonight now. John's hit the ball sharply to left field, not trying to pull Tomlin. Lonnie gets over, and you can see the way he went after that ball. He had to make a jab at it at the last second. That's that ball hitting on that wet turf and skipping on him. Had both hands up there and make sure that he had the ball securely in his glove.
That's 5 hits for Kruk in the last 2 ball games. He had 3 last night. In steps Dave Hollins. Fly ball to right field. It was deep, but not deep enough. Hollins hit an opposite field home run here last night.
Hit it right into the net. No debate when it hits the net whether it's fair or foul.
That's what the net is for, and the Phillies report in the current issue has a nice story about foul poles and how they evolved from just a little stick in the ground to the current nylon screen that they are from top to bottom. And it talks about how the city workers come out and install this foul screen at the beginning of the year. It talks about how they flap in the breeze. Interesting story. If you have a chance to look at Phillies report, you'll see it. Three balls and no strikes. Tomlin has made over 50 pitches already tonight. And for him, who rarely walks people, that's not a particularly good ratio, is it?
No, he's a few more balls. Not a bad ratio, but not as good as Tomlin's usually used to having.
Oh, Hollins does not believe that was a strike. And Tomlin has to keep from smiling. On deck, Darren Dalton.
A little bit of a delayed call there by Wally Bell, the home plate umpire.
That's low. Phillies have 2 on. Tomlin's second walk of the ball game. 1 out in the inning, and here is Darren Dalton. Don Slott's going to go out and talk with this hurler. They're the runners for the Phillies. Struck him out first time around. Dalton has been hot, though. Tying run in scoring position with 1 out in the 4th. Dalton gives it a ride to right field. It's gone. A 3-run home run for Dalton. Phillies lead the game 3-1.
last time up, strikes out on a breaking ball. This time Tomlin leaves it right down the middle. Does not get it outside, does not get it down. Dutch says, thank you very much. That's right in my sweet zone.
Chamberlain takes the pitch low, ball one. It's 3-1 Phillies. That was Dalton's 8th of the year. He now has 23 runs batted in. Chento just donated another $200 to the Child Guidance Clinic, courtesy of that home run. Jay Bell makes the play, and Chamberlain is retired for the second out in the inning. Dutch strapping him on to go back out there. Boy, you can't beat the long. Earl Weaver was right. The 3-run homer is terrific.
A 3-run homer is probably the best play in baseball. Can cure a lot of ills with a 3-run homer.
Incavillo for one ground ball to short. We've been spoiled by a couple of grand slams here lately, but nothing wrong with the 3-run shot. Timeout. No pitch. That's only the 3rd home run that Tomlin has yielded this year. 2-0 on Incavillo. Hard ground ball, but right at Bell. Has time to look at it before throwing over. Phillies take the lead as they get 3 runs on the homer by Dalton. 2 hits, nobody left on base after 4. 3-1 Phillies.
There's no place on earth that I'd rather be than out in the open where it's all plain to see. If it's gonna get done, it's up to you and me. Come on and head for the mountains of Bush. Come on and head for the mountains of Bush. Beer.
Upper Deck asked a few average card collectors whose cards they collect.
I collect Steve Young.
I collect endorsements.
I collect back doctors,
Surgeons.
Rings. I collect fines.
I just collect fishing lures. The musky dingbat.
Dingbat.
I have a 56 powder blue Chevy.
Powder blue.
A Ferrari.
I collect Reggie.
Rolls Royce.
Reggie.
Really?
Not.
Yeah. The smooth. Original interior, original carpet, drives like a dream.
Some people will only go to Texaco. Why?
Why? Are you kidding? Look at this cab. It's as clean as my fuel injectors.
System 3 gasoline helps restore performance to older models. I know about that. And Doritos. Ha ha!
Everybody gets what they want. Tommy gets pretzels, Dawn gets juice, Van gets System 3.
Visit your Texaco station and Food Mart for unbeatable System 3 gasolines and so much more.
I always come here to fill up. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don Slaught leads it off for the Pirates in the 5th, who trail the Phillies 3-1. Slaught, the Pirate catcher, is 0 for 1. He popped up to Morandini. Tommy Green, a little something to work with now as Darren Dalton has given him the lead. That 3-run homer. Here's a fly to right. Chamberlain's got to go back on it. West makes the play. Chamberlain catches Slaught's bid for extra bases.
West had a little trouble last night on one ball that Dave Otto hit going back. This time able to get back and get to the ball right before it gets to the fence. I don't think it's too much of a secret that Wes Chamberlain does much better coming in on the ball than he does going back. Balls over his head seem to give him more problems than the ones coming in.
Here's Carlos Garcia 0 for 1. That was a foul ball caught by Morandini with a nice running catch down the right field line. Garcia is the everyday second baseman, although left-handed batting Tom Foley did start one game in this series, but they love Garcia. They love his potential. He's a converted shortstop, still learning to make the pivot at second base, but a pretty good player, and it was his talent, of course, that allowed them to trade Jose Lind. By the way, speaking of the Pirates making moves, they have restored John Candelaria to the roster today, one of your former teammates. The Candyman's 39. in his 18th year of big league baseball. Rich Robertson was sent down to the minors. Juan Bell's got it. Out at first is Garcia, 2 away. Well, if you love movies, a great time to order Prism. Prism's Summer of '93 will feature blockbusters like Lethal Weapon 3, Batman Returns, and The Prince of Tides. Right now is a great time to get Prism. Call 1-800-CABLE-ME right now, because participating cable systems are offering $4.95 installation, a free upgrade, plus 2 free Phillies tickets. So call 1-800-CABLE-ME and get Prism today. Randy Tomlin, the pitcher, flied to center field his only trip up there. This is a fly to Incaviglia. One pitch is going to get him here. And down go the Buccos, 1-2-3. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. Pirates out, and the Phillies will come up leading the ball game 3-1, bottom of the 5th.
To solve a murder, he stepped into the dead man's shoes.
Spencer have a first name?
He called himself Bob.
Officially, I don't exist. Here you go.
He followed the trail to White Sands.
This is about creating enemies when there aren't any.
I don't ever get involved in these kinds of deals.
Give $500,000 to a man you don't even know?
Where truth is the ultimate disguise.
I've never met anyone like you. You're honest. Even when you're lying.
Willem Dafoe, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, and Mickey Rourke. White Sands, the most dangerous place to be.
What kind of paint would you use inside your own house if price were no object?
Well, it isn't anymore, because Sherwin-Williams is rolling back prices during their price rollback sale. Right now, you can pick up a gallon of Style Perfect Interior Flat Latex for just $8.99.
And that's a great paint for a great price, folks. So you got a choice. You can spend less at Sherwin-Williams or
Settle for less somewhere else. Sherwin-Williams price rollback sale ends May 22nd. So, get rolling.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Ford. Get great deals on 5 of the 10 best-selling cars and trucks in America during the Great American Ford Sales Event at your Quality Plus Ford dealer. By Nationwide Insurance. Nationwide is on your side. Your nationwide agent in Philadelphia is Russell Cording. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery, a participating advertiser in Phillies baseball. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. Juan Bell leads off for the Phillies in the 5th. 3-1 Phillies ahead, and he takes a strike. That ball caught the outside corner. Juan was following it out there. Bell, Green, and Dykstra to hit for the Phillies. Another strike. Tomlin's made some pretty good pitches.
It's one of Randy Tomlin's favorite pitches, where he drops that curveball over the outside corner.
Missed outside, 1-2 on Juan. Bell grounded to third base in his only at bat tonight, filling in for Mariano Duncan. Duncan not seriously hurt. Could be used tonight as a pinch hitter, in fact. There's the breaking ball on the outside corner. 4th strikeout for Tomlin.
Just like the first two, the ball off the plate as it approaches and then just wraps back in over the outside corner. Juan not able to go out there and get it. Looks at all 3 of them, so Tomlin gives him a little good morning, good afternoon, and good night with the curveball.
Here's Tommy Green. He crushed it the first time up, but it went right to Slick. Andy Van Slyke in center.
A nice job by Tommy on the mound last inning.
Tommy Green's mother and grandmother, and look, his grandmother is so nervous she can't stay. Look at it. You can even see it right here. Look at her. Tommy told us on a radio show the other night that his grandmother never comes to see him pitch because she can't stand it. And look at her. She's a bundle of nerves. But she's here. If she's like that, look at her. That's amazing. You can read that, can't you?
Oh. Not only that, but she had to wait almost over 2 hours to see the beginning of this game tonight, so she's really wound up.
Tomlin slips that one by Tommy, 1-2.
That was that Vulcan change we talked about earlier. That he throws a thing that's got really good arm motion on it, and it just never gets to the plate. And he's got very good, you know, you would think holding the ball in the middle of your hand you wouldn't have good control, but Tomlin able to just wrap that baby on the outside corner and then comes back with that slow breaking ball again, catches the outside corner. So Tommy Green, like Juan Bell, goes down looking at that curveball.
Grandma didn't think too much of that.
Well, good news is it's over.
Yeah, now she can relax till Tommy goes back to the mound. Well, back-to-back strikeouts for Tomlin, who has 5, and here is Dykstra. Lenny tonight has flied to right and walked. And when he walked, he tried to steal second and got caught. Corner for a strike. I think the way Tomlin's pitching right now, it's a good thing the Phillies have this 3-1 lead. He has really settled into a groove here in the 5th.
Yeah, fortunately for the Phillies and for Darren Dalton, he hung that one curveball on the inside part of the plate, but he really hasn't made that many mistakes tonight with his pitches.
Little looper right at Bell. Lenny Dykstra is out on the humpback liner, and the Phillies are out in the 5th. So it's 3-1 Phillies after 5.
May I help you, sir?
Yeah, I'll have a Coca-Cola.
You sure you want a Coke?
Yeah, I want a Coke.
Okay, pal.
How did you order a Coke? It tastes good.
I didn't care if it was a Coke. You just want a
I'll just have a cola. I'll just have a cola. I'll just have a cola.
Need a drink, sir?
I'll just have a...
You'll just have a...
I'll just have a Coke.
Ooh. Hear that, guys? A Coca-Cola. See ya, pal.
Oh.
I'm 45, even 45 cents, even 46 per pound, $4,700 phone, one time, young 47.5.
What'll it be, fellas?
Make it a Bud Light.
Sorry. This is the last one.
Well, I think I've been...
I'll take that one.
What do you want to give for it? I'm a 2 and a 10. Give me 10, a 20 big. Give me 20 now, 30. Give me 30 now, 40 big. Give me 40 now, 50. Give me 50 now, 60 big. Give me 60 now, 70. Give me 70 now, 80.
If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Bud Light, please.
Sorry, boys. This is the last one.
7 big games are coming up. First, the Expos. Thursday, May 20th. Friday, May 21st. Instant vacation night, Saturday, May 22nd. And Sunday afternoon, May 23rd, when all kids 14 and under get a free equipment bag. Then it's the Mets. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, May 24th, 25th, and 26th, all at 7:35. Call 463-1000.
Photo night coming up on June 5th. Phillies and the Rockies at 7:05. Get those up-close photos of your favorite Phils. Compliments of Kodak. Come out early. Picture taking is from 5:45 to 6:15 on the field here at the Vet. Make your plans now. Order your tickets easily by phone by calling 463-1000 or stop by a local Ticketmaster location. 3-1 Phils. We go to the 6th inning. Leading it off, Lonnie Smith out on a check swing roller to Tommy Green the first time up, and Tommy struck him out the second time up. Lonnie is 0 for 12. Member of the Atlanta Braves World Series team last year. Lonnie, of course, has appeared in a World Series with the Phillies as well, and Kansas City, and St. Louis, and Atlanta. Talk about being at the right place at the right time.
Some players can just smell postseason play, and Lonnie Smith is one of them.
And he's got 3 championship rings. The only team that didn't win was last year's Braves. Fouled away. Happy birthday, happy 30th birthday to Jim Gripe, celebrating today. 60 pitches for Tommy in the ball game already, and Tommy's got a good ratio, twice as many strikes as balls. Center field. Lenny's got to play. Ooh, that carried a little bit better than he thought. Certainly better than I thought. And on the track, it is hauled in.
Lenny had this ball lined up right off of the bat, and you could just see that it just continually drifted back and back. He thought at this point he was under the ball, and the ball just keeps carrying. Catches it at just about a step short of the center field fence.
He was bracing for that fence as he caught it. So the ball carrying to center, and here is Jay Bell. He tripled to left center over Dykstra's head his first time up and scored the only Pirate run of this game. Flied out to right first time. You know that low-key manner that Jimmy Leland has. I was talking with him the other night about Jay Bell and the fact that the Pirates made a commitment to him to keep him for a number of years, and Jim turned to me and said, "He's a pretty good player, you know."
It's an understatement,
I guess. But you know, it's interesting. I think he is a better player than they thought he was going to be when they got him. I think he's exceeded their expectations.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And you know, when he first came over, a very raw player. It was a late developer. He had been up with Cleveland and had not done well there, and then got sent back down. Actually, from the start out as the shortstop for the Pirates, was sent back to their AAA ball club. Well, they tried another shortstop. That experiment failed. They called Jay back up, and he's been their shortstop ever since.
Felix Fermin was the guy they traded to get Jay. He's 2 out of 3 now. Tommy got that one up a little bit.
Yeah, second time in a row, the ball he hit into left center was a ball up in the strike zone, a fastball up, and this one also a fastball up. Lines it into left.
Well, now here's Van Slyke. He has the RBI tonight, got it on a sacrifice fly, but he doesn't have a hit to extend his streak. He's officially 0 for 1 with an 8-game hitting streak on the line. That's a strike. Van Slyke in his career is 5 for 17 off Tommy. Andy at .297 for the year. Pirate RBI leader with 23. Ground ball to second. There's Bell. Threw it away. Van Slyke is safe at first base. No error. You can't assume the double play, but that was a double play ball, and the Phillies did not turn it.
Well, you're not going to get more of a routine double play than this. Morandini comes up in good shape, gets the ball to Juan at second base. He just plain throws it wide to first base. Had plenty of time. Morandini's speed to him is perfect. Chest high, comes across, just pulls the throw wide to the outfield side of first base. John Kruk had no chance. You saw that Van Slyke was still 2 steps short of the bag at first base, so no way to explain it except for the fact that Juan just plain threw that one away.
So King gets a chance to bat when he otherwise wouldn't have, and Bell is out at shortstop saying, "Get this guy out, get me off the hook." Breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike. King doubled last time after striking out the first time. Pirates have more hits than the Phillies, but the Phils lead 3-1. Fastball away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Phillies took batting practice tonight, and the Pirates got most of theirs in before the rain started. They put the tarp on the field about 10 of 7. And then we didn't start the game till 9:48. Line smash to left field. Inky is there, catches it, and no further damage done. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. We go to the last of the 6th. 3-1 Phillies.
I never noticed it growing up, but my parents were kind of old. But they were cool, because whenever us kids got bored, they'd do anything to entertain us. Gee, if we only had Prism, Pop wouldn't have to walk with that limp.
Love great entertainment? Then look to Prism for over 100 different movies a month. Hits like Lethal Weapon 3 and Batman Returns. To order Prism, dial 1-800-CABLE-ME. Call now and get $4.95 installation or a free upgrade plus 2 free Phillies tickets.
You wouldn't believe the stuff Mom would do when we were really bored.
Good just isn't good enough.
Well, looks like you got a new pride and joy.
Well, it's not exactly new, but it's new to me.
And I see you're putting in super premium.
You bet. I saved every dollar I made for 2 years to buy this, so I'm giving it nothing but the best.
Nice car.
See what I mean?
So when good just isn't good enough for you, experience our best. Fly with the new superpower, Citgo.
There's a new feeling sweeping the state, peace of mind. Because now people who couldn't afford health coverage can get special care from Blue Cross and Blue Shield. It's the most affordable coverage available to families and individuals who earn too much for Medicaid but can't afford coverage on their own. If you're uninsured, your peace of mind is just a phone call away. Call 1-800-248-5200.
Once again, Milk Duds Candies and the Phillies are teaming up to offer youngsters 6 to 16 a chance to be a celebrity bat boy or bat girl and win 4 box seats tickets to a game. Pick up an entry form at the advanced ticket windows, the fan accommodation room behind section 224, or look in your Phillies souvenir program. You better hurry, this offer is limited. Morandini has struck out both times he's been up there tonight. Phillies are ahead 3-1. Slaps this one on the ground and bobbled by Garcia, but he recovers to get Mickey, and there's 1 out in the 6th. Second baseman's got a little extra leeway on a sharply hit ball.
The luxury you have at second base that you do not have at shortstop or third base. Just basically knock the ball down, keep it in front of you. Once you do that, you've got plenty of time to recover and make the throw to first base.
Garcia taking over at second, and now here's Kruk. John this evening is 2 for 2, a pair of singles, and he scored. He was on base when Dalton hit the 3-run homer. Talk about missing.
Wide, ball 1.
Yeah, very wide, but still only ball 1. John has his average at 340 now. Coming into the game last night, Kruk was at 313, and he was at 309 coming into the game Monday, so he's turned it around.
Not that 309 or 314 is a poor average.
Oh, no. But you know, it's funny, you get used to seeing Kruk up around somewhere around that 325, 330 mark. He was all of last year and has been most of this year. He was the first player of the week in the National League this year. Was that the Vulcan change?
That looks like just a little cut fastball that Tomlin throws. He cuts it and it runs away from a left-handed hitter.
1-2 is the count on John. Gets Wood on it. That's a hit. Extra bases to the corner. And it's a ground rule double for John Kruk. He is 3 for 3, 6 hits in the last 2 ball games.
What a nice job of hitting by John. Tomlin ahead in the count, throws the breaking ball in a good spot, down and away. Kruk able to just get the bat on it. Tucks it just inside the left field corner, hits on that rubberized track, and then bounces over the side fence in left field, causing it to be a ground rule double. Probably a little bit of a break for the Pirates there in the fact that it was going to be a double anyway. Had it kicked around in that corner, Lonnie Smith might have had to chase it for a while. Kruk may have had a chance for a triple, although it's a little doubtful.
Hollins takes a curveball, ball 1. Dave has flied to right, walked and scored. It's 3-1 Phillies, each team with 4 hits. And the Phillies would love to add to their lead here in the 6th. Strike, 1-1. Look where the second baseman Garcia is playing with Hollins. They're expecting him to pull, so he's cheating up the middle. A, because Hollins might hit it that way, and B, to try to keep Kruk close, but that's an exaggerated spot for a second baseman. What a hole on the right side.
And Hollins, the first time up, did hit the ball to right field, hit it to the warning track on the right field, so he has showed the ability to hit the ball the other way.
Broken bat. Hollins will need a new stick.
A lot of times when you play that type of a defense, especially when you play that far over, the pitcher has to pitch accordingly. Hollins hit the fastball away from him to the track in right field. It'd be very difficult for Tomlin to throw that sinking fastball away right now because his defense just isn't set up to go that way. Jay Bell comes in, Don Slott, a little conversation with Tomlin. Now Jay's going to go back to second base and have a conversation with Carlos Garcia. Tomlin and Slott get together again. So whatever they were talking about in that conversation, Jay Bell wanted to make sure that Carlos Garcia knew what was going on.
You think that they felt that Kruk was stealing signs?
It's a possibility. Could be talking about changing the signs, or just the sequence of pitches that you're going to use in this at bat against Hollins.
Foul.
See now the last two pitches with the defense shifted over, Tomlin has been throwing the breaking ball in on Hollins. As a hitter, I've always felt that the hitter gets an advantage in this situation because of the stack of the defense. You can almost eliminate one pitch. Now, as a pitcher, you can take a chance and throw that sinker away, thinking that the hitter's looking strictly inside. But if you make a mistake and get it where you can hit it, you leave yourself in a very vulnerable position because your defense is just not set up to handle that pitch.
That one ricochets back on the field, and Jay Bell goes a long way to pick it up.
Jay Bell goes way out into short left center field to pick that ball up.
Yeah. 3-1 Phillies in the sixth.
Here's I'm out here. I'm not doing anything else. Might as well go pick the balls up.
A little police action. Look at Hollins with runners in scoring position. He's got one here. Not this time. Strikeout number 6 for Tomlin. And that's a big out for him. But now a hand for Darren Dalton. He has the Phillies ahead 3-1. It was his 3-run home run in the 4th inning. Here's the Dutchman. He is struck out and homered.
And we see that hanging breaking ball from Tomlin again, right in Dutch's wheelhouse.
On the corner for a strike. Darren batting at .250. That's as high as his average has been in quite a while. Slow start for him this year, but even though he wasn't hitting for average, he was productive, getting a lot of walks and getting big runs batted in. Even though he doesn't lead the team in RBIs, Hollins has one more than he does. The defending RBI champion with 109 last year. Kruk at second base, 2 away. Bouncer, it gets past the mound, charged by Garcia. Just got in. Very close, but Dalton is out. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. We go to the 7th inning with the Phillies up 3-1.
We need to talk. You see, you and I have something in common.
Batman returns.
Batman. To destroy Batman, we must first turn him into what he hates the most. Namely, us.
Batman returns.
She's a bank manager, a real go-getter. But tonight, she's Sally Camp, pizza delivery girl. You see, Sally thinks she has to drive to get great pizza. It's like she's working for the local pizzeria. Come on, Sally. Wake up and smell the mozzarella. Call Pizza Hut Delivery for delicious piping hot pizza. And right now, get a large Neapolitan pizza for $6.99 or 2 for $10.99. Hey, Sal, get off the road and phone it in. Why pick up? Pizza Hut delivers.
This is $20,000. This is also $20,000. You'd take care of this, wouldn't you? You should take care of your car just as carefully. Bring it to Jiffy Lube, the only place with the experience of servicing 68 million cars. Considering that your car is worth thousands of dollars, experience counts.
We got experience at Jiffy Lube.
Matchlight Charcoal has just the right amount of lighter fluid already added. That's why there's only one match for Matchlight. Matchlight from Kingsford.
Phillies baseball day camps for boys and girls 7 to 14 years of age. 12 great locations. Plus you get to enjoy a day of fun at the vet. Call 215-642-8585. That's 642-8585. We're in the 7th at Veterans Stadium. The Phillies ahead 3-1 in a rain-delayed game. And leading it off for the Pirates is Orlando Merced 0 for 2 tonight. Tommy Green struck him out and got him to ground out to second. Orlando has been hot. In fact, he's been a .431 hitter in the games he has started, which is most of the time. He's playing at first base tonight, but he's tied for the National League lead in assists as an outfielder. He's had 5 assists. Back through the middle on a base hit, skipped right off the mound. Green tried to backhand it, but of course that was just a prayer. Base hit number 5 for Pittsburgh.
Tommy Green falls off to the right side of the mound almost every pitch. His ball hit behind him. He tries to swipe his glove behind him. He has actually caught a couple balls like that behind his back, which are just basically blind stabs, but that one was pretty much of a rocket off the bat of Merced.
You know, he used to do that all the time was Ron Reed. Saw him make some great plays doing that.
And he did the same thing. He would fall extremely off to that right side of the mound after he threw the ball.
Dave Clark takes a strike. Pirates have bullpen action. They want to be prepared to bat for their pitcher. And so Moeller is up and throwing. Little low, 1 ball, 1 strike on Clark. Slot will bat next. Little bouncer to the mound. Tommy looks at second. He'll take the out, though, leading by 2. Clark is retired. Merced goes to second. Don Slaught. He has popped to second and flied to the warning track in right. Pirates got Slaught from the Yankees a couple of years ago. Early in his Pirate career, he never faced right-handed batters. Bell holds the runner, makes the play to first, and there are 2 outs. That's about as easy as you're going to get Slaught out.
Slaught hitting in that number 7 spot in the Pirate lineup, and Jim Leyland actually kind of hides him down there. He's a lot better hitter than your normal number 7 hitter, but Leyland likes to have him down at the bottom of the lineup to get those base hits. Of course, not blessed with a whole lot of speed, so he doesn't want to tie up the base paths with him, but puts him down there and kind of sneaks him in on you in the lower part of that Pirate lineup.
Garcia 0 for 2. A foul ball caught by Morandini on the run and a ground ball to short. Runner at second and 2 outs. Strike. Tommy Green is throwing as hard now and as effectively now as he was in the first inning.
Surprisingly, as hard as Tommy's throwing, he only had those 3 strikeouts all in one big flurry there in the second and third innings.
Strike 2.
But he is still throwing very, very hard.
.77 pitches for Tommy tonight, and a nice ratio of strikes to balls.
It's only about 11 pitches per inning. That's getting it over the plate.
So we have a shot here at a complete game tonight. Tomorrow night in that exhibition game at Music, when the Phillies play the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Red Barons, Jose De Leon's going to do some pitching for the Phillies. I believe Kyle Abbott's going to start it for the Barons.
That is what is listed on my sheet.
Is that what you got?
De Leon and Abbott at 6:30 tomorrow evening.
For you fans viewing our telecast in that area, just a reminder to check that one out tomorrow night, 6:30 at Scranton Wilkes-Barre. It's inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wally Bell. He's the youngest umpire on this crew here tonight. Tata the senior official, Greg next, Bonin third, and Bell fourth. Inside once more. That's a full count now on Garcia. Tomlin's on deck. I doubt he will bat. We're set at second base with 2 away. Ball 4 and no advance by the runner. And Tomlin does go back to the dugout and Foley pops out. The first batter walked by Green tonight. And the left-handed batting Tom Foley will hit. Foley was a starter for the Pirates last night. Foley hitting at .263 with a homer, 8 runs batted in, 0 for 4 in the pinch.
Mentioned Foley, pretty much of a utility player. Every once in a while, Jim Leland, against a very tough right-handed pitcher, will set Carlos Garcia down for the evening and give Tom Foley a start, but pretty much a utility player. He plays second base. If an occasion comes up where Jay Bell needs a break at shortstop, which doesn't happen very often, Foley also has played shortstop, can fill in at that position, and also over at third base. So Pirate utility man, good guy to have on your bench, has been a pretty decent pinch hitter over his career also.
Strike 1 on Tom. He played for the Phillies briefly in his career. Tommy now 33 years of age. In high school he was a left-handed quarterback. He says I was amphibious. I do believe he means ambidextrous. Strike 2. Randy Tomlin threw for the ball game, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts, hurt by the 3-run home run by Dalton. Got in. Tommy Green with his 4th strikeout on a breaking ball gets Foley. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left on base. It's stretch time with the Phillies leading 3-1.
I want you to see something, Rod. She has a gift. Watch this.
Are you okay, honey?
I just
Hey, Riggs, it's 5 of them, man.
Yeah, I know.
My girl.
I never made it with another sergeant before.
Shut up, Riggs.
They're back, and they're bringing down the house. Lethal Weapon 3.
Trouble with heartburn? Well, you could change your job, change your lifestyle, change your diet.
Bon appetit.
Or better still, reach for Rolaids. It absorbs acid fast to bring 100% relief to millions. So maybe you can't change your life, but you can get relief in original and calcium rich. Rolaids spells relief.
May I help you, sir? Yeah, I'll have a Coca-Cola.
You sure you want a Coke?
Yeah, I want a Coke.
Okay, pal.
Why did you order a Coke? It tastes good.
Didn't care if it was a Coke. You just want to
I'll just have a cola. I'll just have a cola. I'll just have a cola.
Need a drink, sir?
I'll just have a...
You'll just have a...
I'll just have a Coke. Ooh. Hear that, guys? A Coca-Cola. See ya, pal. Oh.
Hi, I'm Dick Vermeil with a Blue Cross Blue Shield health tip. A tip on getting the most long life benefits out of walking. Practice good posture when walking for a more efficient stride. Keep your head high, your back erect, and tuck in your buttocks. A longer stride is the key to walking faster and burning more calories per step.
Fans have had their stretch. They see the Phillies leading by a 3-1 score over the Pirates as the Phillies prepare to bat in the 7th, and they'll be hitting off a new pitcher. Dennis Moeller comes into the game, a left-hander for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He was acquired from Kansas City in the Jose Lean trade. Moeller is 1-0, earned run average of 9. Tonight is his 8th appearance.
Moeller features a fastball, curveball, slider, and change, the basic 4 pitches. He will mix all 4 of them in together. And the one thing that he will do is he's normally a 3/4 arm thrower, but on some left-handed hitters, he will drop down, especially when he gets ahead in the count.
Chamberlain will test him out here. West 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded to third, grounded to short. Gets it over for a strike. Tom Pagnozzi of the Cardinals underwent successful surgery for his left knee today. He'll be out of action from 3 to 6 weeks. Fly ball, shallow right. Garcia is out and makes the play. Chamberlain pops up to Garcia, 1 down. Incaviglia will bat. Here's Inky. He is 0 for 2. They were both ground balls to Jay Bell. Dennis Moeller is from the same high school that produced Brett Saberhagen, Cleveland High School in Reseda, California. Ball 2, 2-0. This is the first time the Phillies have ever batted against Moeller. Fly ball, back of second base. Let's see who's going to get this one. Looks like Clark. And there are 2 away, and the batter will be Juan Bell. Well, the Phillies return to play the Expos on Thursday, May 20th in a 7:35 game. That's a 4-game series. Instant vacation night is Friday. Saturday at 7:05. Sunday on equipment bag day. Then the Mets move in for 3. All of them at 7:35. The number to call for your tickets, 463-1000. Juan Bell has grounded to third and struck out. You know, Juan had a perfect game here last night. He walked twice, sacrificed, and singled. Total tickets sold tonight, 24,906. There's a breaking ball from Moeller, and he gets it over for a strike. 0-2. Another curveball, but this one doesn't find the plate. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bell. Pitcher Tommy Green on deck. Missed again, 2-2. Slapped on the ground, but right to King. out at first, and that takes care of the Phillies in the 7th. So after 7 tonight, the Phillies lead the Pirates 3-1.
Did you know Texaco puts System 3 in every grade of gasoline?
System 3 gets high marks in every grade, which is a lot better than I ever did.
My dad says Texaco puts System 3 in every grade. I'm in the 4th grade.
Of course. That's why I always fill up with System 3. What do I look like? Don't say it.
Visit your Texaco station.
I can get the tires rotated, the car lubed, and still get home in time for the game.
Mow the lawn.
For unbeatable System 3 gasolines and so much more.
Mow the lawn.
Mow the lawn.
I'm a real wild one, wild one.
When it comes to clean, fresh taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
And up, Southport.
Bud Light delivers.
What's new with mobile? Let's take a look.
Introducing new Mobile Super Plus detergent gasoline. It still cleans fuel injectors and intake valves.
Now it helps keep the very heart of your engine cleaner. Down here, the cylinders and pistons.
So come down to the Big Red O and drive your engine clean with new Mobile Super Plus, the detergent gasoline.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Bud Light. Day in and day out, at home or on the road, you can always count on the great taste of Bud Light. It won't fill you up and never lets you down, so make it a Bud Light. By Jiffy Lube, America's favorite oil change. And by the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it, a Bell Atlantic company. Jim Eisenreich comes on to play right field for the Phillies, a 3-1 Phillies lead. Talking to Izzy before the game tonight, he has played in every single game but one this year. The only game he missed was the Phillies' home opener against the Cubs.
And has only started in 5 of those ball games, so has either been used as a pinch hitter or a defensive replacement in the remainder of those ball games. Lonnie
Smith 0 for 3 tonight. Out on a check swing roller to the mound, struck out and fly to the track in center. Here's another play for Dykstra. And that makes Lonnie 0 for his last 14. 1 out in the 8th. Tommy Green loves those one-pitch outs.
Pitcher's best friend, I'll tell you. Especially late in the ball game.
Yeah.
You know, you like to conserve those pitches. Tommy hasn't thrown a whole lot of them all night long, but when the Pirates go up there and first ball hit, doing Tommy a favor.
Here's Tommy's most difficult customer tonight. Bell is 2 out of 3 with a triple. And that was turned into the Pirates' only run tonight, that coming back in the 4th inning. And at that point, they led 1-0. Phillies came right back in the bottom half with Dalton's 3-run homer, and there's been no other scoring. All the scoring in this game packed into that 1 inning.
And both of those base hits came on high fastballs. The triple and the single to left field.
Out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Bell. Tommy's looking like he's got root going stuff tonight.
Well, he sure has conserved his pitches over the course of this ball game. He's been around the strike zone and in the strike zone most of the night.
Got him. Strikeout number 5 for Green, and some satisfaction after Bell hurt him earlier.
2 base hits, fastballs up. This one, fastball just below the belt. Not up in that shoulder area where the first 2 were. Got the fastball by Bell. So Tommy's still throwing very, very hard late in this ball game.
Look at that line. Very impressive.
That will keep your club in most of the ball games right there.
Andy Van Slyke. Andy with a hitting streak on the line right here, and not this time. See you later, Slick. Line drive caught by a truck. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. We move to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Phillies on top 3-1.
Major League Baseball Home Video presents...
We're back!
Now it can be heard, the sounds of baseball. This is the baseball video that puts you on the field to hear the game as never before.
They said we got to take the lead right here. Take the lead. First inning.
You're going to put him in jail?
I'm not going to put him in jail.
Straighten the batter back. You never go. It up? You know I ain't saying him.
Host Tommy Lasorda takes you behind the closed doors to reveal the secret strategy in team meetings and some Major League Clubhouse practical jokes. Plus, candid moments with today's superstars. Now it can be heard.
Yeah.
Do you want to order?
Yeah.
Well, to order, send check or money order to this address. Or use your credit card and call 1-800-255-9200. That's 1-800-255-9200.
In a game rich with traditions, Sherwin-Williams has created one of its own by preserving and protecting the national shrines of our national pastime. This is the paint of the pros, and it's the choice of millions of fans at home. And while your town may not have a big league ballpark in it, it does have a big league paint store. The pros know. Ask Sherwin-Williams.
Sunday afternoon, May 23rd at 1:35, the Phillies battle the Expos. And children 14 and under get a really great-looking equipment bag free. Compliments of Super Pretzel. Now, there's a twist. To order tickets, call 463-1000.
Tommy Green leads off the 8th inning for the Phillies, who have a 3-1 lead. Tommy 0 for 2 as a hitter tonight. Here's the official answer as to whether he'll be going for a complete game. He'll be going out there in the 9th after it, that's for sure. After batting here in the 8th, Tommy has lined to center and taken a called third strike. Now facing Dennis Moeller for the first time, and Moeller gets the jump, 0-2. The Phillies have had only one hit since Darren Daulton's 3-run homer. That was Kruk's double. So this has been a pitcher-dominated ball game tonight. Fortunately, the Phillies have the one big blow. On the corner, Moeller gets his first strikeout. One down in the 8th. If you can't get enough of the first place Phillies, you need Prism. Prism offers exclusive Phillies home games that you won't see anywhere else on TV. And right now is a great time to get Prism. Call 1-800-CABLE-ME right now, because participating cable systems are offering $4.95 installation, a free upgrade, plus 2 free Phillies tickets. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-CABLE-ME and get Prism today. Lenny Dykstra is 0 for 2 plus a walk. Hit a humpback liner to the shortstop Bell the last time. Moeller misses away. He's in relief of Randy Tomlin. The Pirates starter went 6 innings tonight. Gave up the home run to Daulton. He did fan 6, though. Strike out an inning for him. That's in for a strike. Mitch Williams gets up in the Phillies bullpen. Two balls and 2 strikes. And David West.
Dueling left-handers.
We don't often see that, do you?
Usually you have one of each.
2-2 on Lenny. He gets time. Still think there's a good chance that Tommy Green is not going to need any assistance.
That's the way you would hope it would go.
Slap the opposite way. Foul ball. Still 2-2 on Dykstra. Lenny batting at .229 as of this moment. Homestand coming to a close tonight. Phillies open in Atlanta on Friday night. Got him. Moeller gets his second straight strikeout as Dykstra fans for the first time tonight. 8 Phillies have struck out in this ballgame. Morandini has been a strikeout victim twice. He is 0 for 3 in the game. On the corner. corner for a strike. The Pirates in the 9th inning are going to bat King, Merced, and Clark. Moeller has retired all 5 batters he has faced since coming in out of the pen. Two and one on Mickey. Mickey has slipped below the 200 level right now, 196. Ground ball hit to Bell, has to move into the hole. Strong throw, safe. Ball skipped away, and that could be a hit and an error. The ball goes into the crowd. It is a single and an error.
Jay Bell has to go over into the hole, gets in front of the ball. The throw to first base just short hops Merced, comes off of his wrist, and by hitting off of his wrist, he kicked the ball up in the air and made it high enough that it could actually go into the stands. Mickey Morandini able to get to second base. Had this ball not hit off of Merced's wrist, it probably would have just hit off the fence behind first base, stayed in play, and Morandini probably wouldn't have gotten the extra 90 feet. But because of the deflection off Merced's wrist, Morandini's at second with 1 out, or excuse me, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and John Kruk, who has a perfect 3-for-3 night, comes to the plate.
Yeah, 2 singles and a double for Kruk. Jay Bell, by the way, came into this series having not committed an error all year, and he has erred twice in this 3-game series. I still love him. So John Kruk, a perfect 3-for-3 ball game and a .346 batting average. On the inside corner, a called strike on John. John at .320 when runners are in scoring position. He's higher than that for the year by a little bit. Center field. Slick can't get it. Phillies get a run. It's 4-1 Phillies. John Kruk is 4 for 4.
John Kruk swinging the hot bat, hits a line drive into short center field. Andy Van Slyke does everything he can to try to get there, not able to. Ball short hops him. Fortunately, he's able, for the Pirates at least, he's able to get the ball in his glove and keep it in front of him. If that ball goes by him, Kruk is looking at least a triple, possibly a grand slam, or excuse me, possibly a home run, because of the fact that Van Slyke had to come so far in and there was nobody back there to retrieve the baseball.
So it's 4-1 Phillies in the bottom of the 8th as Dave Hollins is batting. Dave is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. Two balls and no strikes on Dave. In Kruk's career, this is his 4th 4-hit ball game. Uh-oh, he is picked. He's a dead duck. Merced tags him out, and that'll take care of the inning. But the Phillies get an insurance run in the inning. 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody left on base. We're gone to the 9th, and it's 4-1 Phillies.
Okay, panel. How can you recognize the genuine Yellow Pages?
It has a yellow cover.
Good.
It says Bell of Pennsylvania on the front.
Right.
It has more choices inside.
Yes! That's how you tell a genuine article from mere imitators. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
The genuine Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic Company.
Jim, give me a Bud Light. We're all out.
When it comes to clean, fresh taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, Bud Light delivers.
For the first time ever, the expansion Florida Marlins come to the Vet Thursday, June 17th and Friday, June 18th. Then the Upper Deck Heroes play Saturday, June 19th before the Marlins game. And it's a free vintage 1933 baseball cap for all men, Sunday, June 20th at 1:35. Order your tickets in advance. Call 463-1000.
Here's the Major League scoreboard. Dodgers winners this afternoon over the Cubs. Florida over Montreal 10-7 tonight. Brian Harvey with another save. He has 11 and a grand slam for Chuck Carr. And in the Cincinnati win over San Diego, Andy Bennis took the loss, but he hit a home run in that ball game, as did Fred McGriff. Atlanta 5-2 over Houston. Francisco Cabrera hit a home run. Steve Avery won the game. Mike Stanton saved it. Mets are leading Cardinals 5-4 in the 8th. Giants over Colorado 8-2 in the 9th. Go to the American League, where the White Sox were winners 6-5 over Seattle. Minnesota 5-2 over California. Cleveland beat Kansas City 6-2. Milwaukee 4-1 over the Yanks. Boston 2-0 over Baltimore. It was Detroit 13-8 over Toronto. And Texas and Oakland 4-4 in the 5th. King leads off the inning with a high fly ball foul. King tonight is 1 for 3. Next 3 Phillies telecasts all on PHL 17, 7:30, 7 and 1 from Atlanta against the Braves. The Phillies have done a good job against the Braves the last couple of years. You know, the Braves, of course, are the winners in the National League. Here's a hard ground ball to short, bobbled by Bell, recovers, gets him, 1 down in the 9th. But the Phillies have won the season series from Atlanta over the last 2 years. Now Orlando Merced will bat as Tommy Green bids for the team's 6th complete game. The other 5 belong to 2 pitchers. 3 for Terry Mulholland, 2 for Curt Schilling. Both of Kurt's were shutouts. Tommy might have a shutout going tonight if Lenny Dykstra had been able to get that ball that Bell hit, that triple that was turned into a run in the 4th. Merced skipped a single back up the middle his last time up there. That got a piece of Dalton. Darren spun around on that one. Always something when you're back there. You're never safe.
You can pad just about your entire body, and that ball is still going to find a piece of it is, and it comes right off of Dutch's wrist, just deflected just past the edge of that catcher's mitt, right off the wrist area. You got to be a tough hombre to want to sit back there behind the plate and take the beating that those catchers take.
Pop up. This should be the 2nd out. Bell gets it, or wants it, I should say, and yes, he gets it. 2 down in the 9th. Tommy Green now works on Dave Clark. Still hasn't made 100 pitches in the ball game. That's amazing. Tommy's last complete game was at Pittsburgh on September 20th of '91. The Phillies won that one 8-3. Tommy Hurt last year did not have a complete game. Strike 1. These are hardy fans here now. These folks who remain in the ballpark waited out the 2-hour 13-minute rain delay and the speedy ball game. They're really enthusiastic. Tommy's mother and his grandmother
and his wife, all 3 of them standing along with the rest of this Veterans Stadium crowd.
1-1. In Tommy's last 3 starts, he hasn't had his best stuff. He's had to battle through. Tonight, he had good stuff right from the outset. He's on the brink of going 4-0. Pirates have a pitcher, by the way, who is 4-0, Blas Minor, and he's done it out of the bullpen. Terry Mulholland and Curt Schilling each have won 4 games for the Phillies. Bouncer down the right side, foul ball, and now a full count on Clark. That's got to perk up a pitcher to hear the crowd cheering like this at this point, wouldn't you think?
Most definitely. You know, you're within smelling distance right now. One more out and you got this ball game in your pocket.
He got, oh, wait a minute. Still alive. Ball rolls away. Still 3-2 on Clark. Still alive. Tommy Green just now going over the 100-pitch mark. Last hit for the Pirates was back in the 7th inning. Grandma's the nervous one. Did he go? He did. He went after it. Clark strikes out, Green's 6th strikeout, and the Phillies are winners by a 4-1 score on a magnificent pitching effort by Tommy Green. Congratulations all the way around for T. Green. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel.
I never noticed it growing up, but my parents were kind of old. But they were cool, because whenever us kids got bored, they'd do anything to entertain us. Gee, if we only had Prism, Pop wouldn't have to walk with that limp.
Love great entertainment? Then look to Prism for over 100 different movies a month. Hits like Lethal Weapon 3 and Batman Returns. To order Prism, dial 1-800-CABLE-ME. Call now and get $4.95 installation or a free upgrade plus 2 free Phillies tickets.
You wouldn't believe the stuff Mom would do when we were really bored.
This unparalleled motion picture will take you on a breathtaking adventure into a remarkable triumph of the heart. Discover its uplifting power, the power of one.
With Matchlight, you get the best charcoal, Kingsford, with just the right amount of lighter fluid, already added. That's why there's only one match for Matchlight. Matchlight from Kingsford.
Big night at Veterans Stadium after a long wait. The Phillies and the Pirates got this one in. It was a quick ball game and a good one as the Phillies win it by a 4-1 score. And they did so on the strength of a 3-run home run by Darren Daulton and the outstanding pitching of Tommy Green. And so they will share our Texaco Stars of the Game award. And why not? Tommy is now 4-0 and Darren Daulton has 8 home runs, right up there among the league leaders. Take a look at this home run hit off Randy Tomlin.
And Randy Tomlin didn't make very many mistakes in tonight's ball game, but this was one of them, and it was a big one. Hanging curveball to Darren Daulton. Dutch just got that baby right on the sweet part of the bat, hit it right on out of here, right down the exit.
And Tommy Green, here he is facing Dave Clark to end the ball game tonight. Tommy picking up his 6th strikeout. And yes, sir, we got this one.
Yeah, got it for Mom, Grandma, everybody's here tonight.
Tommy 4-0. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports.